It's our day 2 in Sydney, and today we're just gonna get out there and see what the city has to offer. And yeah, it was raining. Like, you know, since we got here, it's raining, and it's also raining today. But you know, for us, the rain never stops us from making videos. We are gonna get out there and try and do the best we can to capture some really good videos for you guys. I don't know where to start. I just woke up with a headache and my back is killing me. This old man's back, and he ain't letting off. The rain is not gonna stop me. My back's not gonna stop me. We're gonna go out there and just, yeah, have a look around. It's really very close to everything. And basically the hotel, when I looked at everything, it was the cost of the hotel was like about it was $300 a night. So we're not gonna be doing this stuff that other vloggers do, you know, cheap hotel or whatever. Maybe if we're trying to stay somewhere for a week or something like that, we'll do it like that. But if we're going somewhere and we're gonna try and, you know, do it proper and, you know, have a proper experience, and that's what we do. And the Ridges basically is really a nice place, I have to say. The hotel is beautiful, like you've seen from the previous clips that I've showed. And the transport was cheap as well, from the airport to the hotel. That was just only it only cost me like $1. I couldn't believe it. Someone was saying to me in Sydney the transport is like $10. It wasn't $10 for this ride that I had from the airport to my hotel. So it's like just the charges were only $1. Anyway, and Melbourne is $5.50, and you know, Brisbane, of course, they're the big winners, and theirs is only like about 50 cents. Yeah, so they're the cheapest. But anyway, enough talking. So I'm gonna get out of this comfortable bed. As much as I like to stay here all day, we didn't come for that. We come to make some videos. So I'm gonna hit the road and try and be out there as long as possible and make as much content as possible. So this is what we got here. It's in the morning still, actually. So this is where we're staying, right here. So the rain stopped. So we're gonna head over this way. Haven't been anywhere yet, but as you can see, not very far from my hotel. This is just what you got here, straight up. Nice food court, not even far off. But we want to go right in the main CBD. That looks really nice. Absolutely nice. That looks really cool. But this is just very close to everything. Nice views. So my goal is to get out there and walk around in the CBD. I'm not sure what's up here, but we're gonna go and have a look-see. Nowhere is out of limit. So I'm not so. It just looks like a normal food court. People going about their day. Very interesting. So it's actually a lunchtime, so just people are getting their lunch. Like I was saying, it's actually in the CBD. So people are getting their lunch. But we want to get out on the main road and have a look. But this is how close everything is to my hotel. Not very far to walk or find stuff. So, and that heads out onto the main road. Absolutely cool. So we're actually on George Street. So that's the feel of that. So when we came out here last night, it was just pissing down. It doesn't matter what we did, we just couldn't find our way. But that's the feel of that. Very busy and very alive. So what we do is, I want us to walk along here and just have a little look-see along the way. And I'll just let you guys enjoy the views of Sydney. Very cool. George Street it is. Absolutely like it. So it's Friday morning, or should I say Friday afternoon already, because it's lunchtime over here.
So it's Friday afternoon. So my hotel is actually just over this way. So just right at the end of this street. And the train station is just right here. Very close. It wasn't even far to walk. But I think I need to get on this side, get away from the tramway, just in case they're coming. So I got this jacket with me, but I don't think I need it. It's rather very warm for that. I don't actually even need a jacket. So what I might actually do is I'll go back to my hotel and take these warm clothes off because it stopped raining. Otherwise, I'm just gonna cook in here. Since we're just right here, I'll go and do that and then we'll get on with our vlog. So we missed last night when we were coming to see the way how we got there. So this is the direction. So this is how I got to my hotel last night. And I'll share that with you. So it was really very dark and I wasn't sure where I was going. But so I've changed up, got rid of the warm clothes. But the goal is I actually want to just have a look around on George Street here. And then after that, what I want to do is also to go and have a look at the Queen Elizabeth building. It's really a nice historic building. So I don't know much about it. I've seen a video of it and it really interests me. And it's kind of really the kind of content I make. And I also like, structures like that. Also, that's the architecture like that. So that's one of the things that I want to explore today. But as far as, the city itself, there's just so much to see. And I don't think we'll be able to cover it all in one day or in the 2 days that we're going to be here. Because last night we really didn't get to do anything. But this is what's happening. So we're just going to walk along here and keep going. So they've got their trams here as well. Really lovely trams. Beautiful. So the train station is just right here. So that's where we got off yesterday when we came. And my hotel is just way over there. It's not even that far. So I really like the view of this. But I think I want to walk on the other side. Tram's coming. Better get out of the way. But I like it. Absolutely like it. So it looks like the tram's regular as well. So one just went past then and there's another one going past. So the trams are regular. Like any city, honestly, like any city, you go to Melbourne, wherever, there's people that are struggling. They can't afford it, And, people have different challenges in life. I mean, I had this guy come onto my TikTok and telling me that Melbourne stinks and it's all and whatnot, which I think is absolute garbage. You can't call a city absolute filth just because a few guys can't afford to, be housed. Or they have some issues that actually led for them to be on the street. So that's not a fair representation of the city. Absolutely not. But look at that. I like these old buildings, Very nice architecture. So we'll get in front of it, but this is the feel of it. Being a Friday evening, people just hanging out, doing their thing. Absolutely like it. I have to say, I really don't know much about Sydney because I've never been here before. This is my first time coming here. And then just the experience is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Look at this nice building. Look at that. So that's where we at. And we'll not go to the waterfront today. I'll leave that for tomorrow because we only got 2 days. But for today, I really want to explore the Queen Victoria building. So I haven't Googled it to find it yet. But since we got all day, I'll just rather us explore and see what we find out here. So we just walk along here. I actually like the look of this building as well. I'm not sure what it is. It's absolutely nice architecture. Definitely full of history. I could only assume. So, whatever it is, it's just mainly restaurants and cafes that's on the outside of it. So there's nothing else from what I can see on this side. You know what? Since it's open, let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see and see what it is about. Okay, it's a hotel. It is a fancy hotel. So we're not gonna go in there. It's just a hotel, so we're not gonna go in there. There's no need for that. So we got distracted there, so I'll get back on George Street and keep exploring. Definitely busier than Melbourne. So for those of you that don't know, Sydney is the largest city in Australia, the biggest city, should I say. You know, with 5.5 million people. And Melbourne, I believe, is second, 5.3 million, I believe, as well. And then you have Brisbane, which is 2.5 million people. So these are the three largest cities, and majority of the population are on these three cities, of course. But it's really great. Look at this. Absolutely great. Really love the views. I think I'm gonna walk along here to avoid the people, me and my camera. So I hope you guys like the video, and so far so good. And if you do, let me know. And what do you think of Sydney? I mean, it's my first experience as well. And that's just what's over here as well. So we're good to go. So I haven't eaten much. I'm gonna try and find some food and something to eat. What confuses me sometimes about people, they can see you coming and they're looking in your direction and they keep walking straight into you. It's like, can you not see me coming as well? At least try and avoid each other. But they don't. They just try and walk straight into you. It's like, seriously, what's wrong with people sometimes? Anyway, enough of that. What do we have here? This looks interesting. This is definitely down our alley. Hang on, before I go in there, let me just find out here first. And it's called a Strand, I believe. We go in there and have a look. Let's take these glasses off, that way we don't look like douchebag with glasses inside. We don't do that. So, but that's the feel of that. Got like a chocolate shop. So it's just like the arcade in Melbourne. JB Hi-Fi down there. But yeah, it's just like the arcade. It is like an arcade. It is an arcade. 2 levels. Of course, that's Creed shop. Luxury perfume. I wasn't expecting this, but it's 2 floors. So what I would do is I just walk along here and then I'll go upstairs and see, you know, do a nice fan for you guys. That is cool. So we're gonna go upstairs. You all right? Let's go. Let's go upstairs and look out from there. There we go. That's where we go. But anyway, I'm just gonna go at the corner and do a fan. And do a fan. So we didn't make it all the way there. But as you can see, that's what's down there. This is it. So I think that was cool. Definitely better than the arcades in Brisbane. But I still like the arcades in Melbourne as well. So that's what's in here. So let's keep exploring and see what else we can find. I like it. Saw an older gentleman sitting there in the corner, and he's definitely upholding a real gentleman's job, you know, as a shoe shine. And it's hard to believe that still, you know, some of these traditions aren't lost, and giving the feel of how authentic and how vintage this place is. You know, to come in here and see something like that is really, really nice. Absolutely cool. But anyway, we're back on George Street, and let's go and see what else we can find. Let's keep exploring. If you're into a chocolate shop, there's more chocolate out here. But that's what's on here. Man, I see another really, really cool building just right over there. Absolutely interesting.
So he's like...
Absolutely interesting. So we go and have a look at that and explore that as well. So that's just like a shopping mall in there. But we are more interested in, you know, all the architecture, just the feel of everything. And I would really like to see that Queen Victoria building as well. But let's go and have a look at this one that's just coming up. So that's the building I was talking about. Looks very interesting. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's next to Mark Street. And I better hurry up and get my ass off the road. I better hurry up and get my ass off the road. These people don't play, you know. Me and my camera, they could give a shit about that. Excuse my French. But they'll certainly run me over if I don't get out of the way. But this is what we're looking at here. I just find out and show you this really beautiful building. Absolutely beautiful. So that looks really cool. But it also looks like it's a hotel or some restaurants up there. So all this older building, older architecture, you know, these buildings would have been here for hundreds of years, and they will still be here another hundreds of years because they're well looked after. Nothing is decaying, and that's what happened. Again, that's what happened when the public money has been spent and used the right way. Not some corrupt politicians, you know, stealing from their people and just helping themselves as if it's their own piggy bank. Absolutely disgusting. This is what you get, basically. People look after their city. It's clean. As you can see, the streets are clean. You know, people are going about their business. No potholes, no shitty ass people. You know, everyone just doing their thing. Absolutely love it. Like it. Absolutely like it. But that's where we go. It is, I don't know. I'll just go and have a look. I'm gonna go and have a look-see. I'm not sure what's in there, but we are gonna have a look. That's what we do. So it looks very interesting. Oh wow. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. Look at that, guys. This is impressive. Wow. Absolutely amazing. You see, you gotta go in. You gotta go in and check it out and see what's in there. Otherwise, you just miss out on things. If it looks interesting, go in there and have a look. You know, you never know what you're gonna find. If you don't go in, you don't get it. So we'll go upstairs and have a look and see, and have a little fan. That's what we do. That's what we do. See, multiple levels, and it just goes on and on. So we go out there and have a look upstairs and do a fan for you guys to enjoy. Wow, this is amazing. Once again, a lot of vintage looking shops, and a lot of arts like feel to it, but a lot of fashion shops as well, as you can see. As you know, Melbourne is very famous for its coffee, but I think Sydney also, they are really good at their coffee. So I could only imagine their coffee being equally as good. But this place is huge, man. I couldn't actually go into every single level and every single part of the building. That will be just a video by itself. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get on with our vlog, get outside and get on with our vlog. Otherwise, you know, it'll be just too long. But I believe you guys got the gist of it. But what I'm gonna do is, if the video come out to be too long, I might just split it into two halves and have part A and part B. So that's us. We're back on George Street. George Street keep on giving. But the pesty rain, the pesty rain is back. The pesty rain is back. So I'm not sure how that's gonna plan out. But we just keep going and not worry about it too much. You know, since after my Brisbane videos, I'm not sure what happened to my channel. It just seems to be like someone just farted in there or something. It's like people aren't coming back, and I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure whether I did something wrong, or did I upset people, or did I say something? I don't think so. So my videos are well made, like I said. They are not your typical videos. They're actually cinematic vlogs. So you're gonna get some music, you're gonna get some, all sorts of kind of editing, and that's just what we do. And you know what? That was actually the building that I was saying I wanted to go into. It's the Queen Victoria building. You know, that's where we went. That's where we went. And there's this statue, Her Majesty. Hello, how you going? That's the one. Nice one. You know, some friendly locals there. Some friendly locals. But look at that. That's what we got here. Her Majesty herself. Very nice. I like it. There's a plaque here that says a little bit about her and what's this all about. So you can have a pause and have a read on that. But that's the feel of it here. And yeah, so that's the Queen Victoria building, so that's where we went. It's absolutely beautiful. But anyway, I'll just do a quick fan here and then we can move along. So that's outside the Queen Victoria building. So that's your view of the city. And just everyone's going about their business. But that's it, guys. I think that was a good find. We didn't even have to try. It looks like things are finding us. We didn't even have to find them. But anyway, me and my camera, I better hurry up. But going back to my story, I'm not sure what happened. You know, people aren't coming back. They don't like, they don't comment, I don't know. Usually if people aren't commenting or liking, the videos don't get shown to other people. And most of you also watch, but you don't subscribe. But as you can see, I'm very committed to this, and I will make it happen. But I will need you guys to come to the party as well, and you know, consider subscribing. And the effort that I'm putting in, both you know my time and money to do it, you know, it really helps me out a lot. But this is another really interesting building we got here, just next to the Queen Victoria building. You know, I'm not sure what it is, but we'll have a look in a minute. Let me just so we're going to have a look inside as well. And that probably will lead us to the, you know, to the Crown building, which is over there. We couldn't go into that building because it's events only. And as you can see, there's students in there. So the rain's gonna be back. And before that, hopefully, we can keep moving and see what's down there. I had a little bit of a situation in there. So my burger meal, I didn't end up eating it. So we're just hiding from the rain. But how cool is that? So we definitely wanna go and see if we can get where the tower. What was that, sorry? Look at these handsome guys. If you haven't been to Sydney, look at how handsome these guys are. Very handsome, good-looking roosters.
Look out for men.
Definitely.
Roosters.
Really beautiful. I'll try and get down from over there before I break a leg. A freaking old man trying to jump down. That's asking for trouble. We can't get away with that kind of stuff. So we try and get off from here. That's a lot more safe. Man, I love the trams. You know, whether it be Melbourne, it doesn't matter where I go. I just love trams. You know, they're the coolest things ever. So earlier we got into one, as you know. So that's just me. I love my trams, or I love the trams, should I say. And we're just gonna head over that way and get home. So let me know what you think of the video. And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more videos. And then I will see you on the next one. And thanks for watching. Bye.